My name is Angela Robinson, and I'm a project engineer for Holder Construction.
I'm Gina Betancourt. I'm a project manager at Holder Construction.
Kathleen Mesenbring, Senior Field Coordinator.
My name is Lovecinth Jaboyne. Yes, the first name is Lovecinth. And I am a project manager and Scrum Master.
So there's not a lot of women in Holder, but in construction in general. So I feel like we should celebrate the people that we're able to see each other in and spend time with and able to kind of relate to more than our mostly male-dominated field.
I think one of the biggest successes in this industry that I've had is that I used to be a lot more shy. And then being out here, my job is really focused on talking and communicating with people, being able to just go out there in the field and just spark up conversations with anyone new and just going out there and being friendly and being myself. It's really opened me up to where even I see myself in the grocery store doing that, which I never would have done prior to being in construction.
My personality is more soft-spoken. I'm not very dominant. So being in the construction industry and just being a person with my personality, you kind of get talked over a lot, and you just kind of have to try to deal with those dominant personalities.
I've worked really hard in my career. All of the women I've been surrounded by have worked really hard. Regardless of what background any woman in construction comes from, it means coming over some type of adversity. Working with mostly men, you're not going to see yourself in a lot of your coworkers. So you have to be willing to work hard, put in a lot of hours, put in a lot of time to make yourself feel part of a team and to feel like you're aligning with the folks you're working with every day.
I think that younger people need to see, especially younger girls need to see minorities and the underdog really be in positions of power, so they believe that they can do it, but also believe that they can have access to do so.
When I think of a woman in construction, I think of someone who's very passionate. They know what they want. And so as I've gotten into the construction industry, I think that has kind of progressed because a lot of the women that I've met in this industry are those types of people. And I feel like a part of that is working a little bit harder to make sure that we are being seen and being heard by our fellow counterparts.
I went to a Catholic school actually, and I feel like it was very pushed to go to college, and that was your only career path, was to go to college. For me and my family background, my dad did not go to college. You can do so many more things than just going to college. It's not just your only way to be successful in life.
A couple of pieces of advice that I always give myself were, you know a lot more than you think you do. Stop comparing yourself to all the people around you because it's always a losing game, and kind of intersects with the first one, but you're not the smartest person in any room. There's always somebody who knows more than you do. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to learn from them. Honestly, it's better that you ask questions than look dumb later when you assume that you know something and try to figure something out. Most of the time, the people who are in the trades, if you call them and say, hey, I don't understand how this fitting works, or can you explain this to me, or why did you install it this way? They will bring you out in the field and explain it to you, and that is firsthand. I have had multiple foremen and project managers say, thank you for asking, instead of just assuming what we're doing. So just make sure you're asking as many questions as you can and using your resources wisely so that you're learning from the people around you.
I think advice I give to a woman that's entering this industry is to really not lose your voice. Speak up if you're being unheard, and then don't let any obstacles get in your way. You can do anything. It might be hard, but you can do anything. Ask questions. No question is a dumb question. So that's my piece of advice. I think that's my favorite part of my job is having new people ask me questions and being able to guide them, just because that's what helped me. That's what actually made me fall in love with the industry, just how friendly people are and how willing they are to help. And so I want to be that for someone else.